day number 2, game number 3. It's going to be a clash between the Bujagali Rafters and the Itanda Kayakers. We're out in the middle with the two captains, Konsi Aweko of the Bujagali Rafters, Esther Iluku of the Itanda Kayakers, and our third umpire for the day, Mr. Norbert Abi. Itanda Kayakers are the home side, so they'll be tossing the coin. Heads is a call.
It's ahead.
Head is Bujagali Rafters win the toss. Let's see what you're doing.
I'm going to bat first.
Change of decision. Yesterday you also still batted first. Didn't put on a very good total. What has influenced your decision today?
Yesterday was yesterday and today is another day, so we are coming to add on to what we said yesterday.
You need to come back into the tournament. You're the only team so far who haven't had any win, and it's important for you to pick up the win this morning. How well have you prepared the team?
Everyone is ready for today's game because it's all we have. It's either you come and play the game to win and put on some good scores for the team, because I think at the end of that day, the team that gets more runs, takes more catches, wins the game. So I believe today we are coming in to take some good, try and get some runs and also field well compared to yesterday.
Itanda yesterday chased down 128. What do you think will be a good total for you guys to be able to win the game?
120 will be good.
Okay, any changes from your team that lost the afternoon game yesterday?
Maria Nyenda is out, Sarah Akiteng is out. I have Eunice Kwabusenje is playing today, and Anayo Christine is playing today.
All right, good luck to you, Konsi, and the girls.
Thank you.
Esther, come along. Are you happy to bowl first?
Yeah, it was our decision to bowl first.
Why did you want to bowl first? Yesterday you chased down a very good total. Why did you want to bowl first today?
It was a team decision that we bowl first because of the wicket, and also the other, like the outfield is still wet. So
all right. Any changes to your team from the team that won the game yesterday?
no, there's no change. We're the same team.
Okay. Good luck to you, Esther, and the girls. That's the news from the middle. Bujagali Rafters have won the toss and they've elected to bat first.
Good morning and welcome to Lugogo Cricket Oval. This is Kampala, Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. It is match day number 2, game number 3. It is between the Itanda Kayakers versus the Bujagali Rafters, a team that is yet to win. The Rafters of Bujagali will look to make it second time lucky, unable to win yesterday, scoring just 80. You had it out there in the middle. The two captains, Esther Iloku, the captain of the Itanda Kayakers, very much pumped up. Esther saying of how much they want to make it 2 in a row for the Bujagali Rafters. Konsi Aweko feels the batting depth ain't that heavy in her side, but she believes they can rise from the ruins of yesterday because they have some big players in that team. Imagine Nakisui, Naomi Bagenda Kayondo, Sarah Akiteng, Mary Namiro. Lots of talent in there, but we are live. Umpires already out there in the middle. John Trust Mayeku will be standing in there. ICC umpire John Trust Mayeku alongside Sharon Atoula, one of the fastest rising female lady umpires. I am not alone in the comms box. My name is Innocent Daula, but I have a fellow ICC commentator, very, very knowledgeable gentleman, Dennis Musali. Mr. Arthur Dennis Musali, welcome to the comms box.
Thank you, Innocent. Thank you, Innocent. Beautiful day, another good day of cricket, especially for the ladies' game. Match day number 2 of the Waterfalls T20 League, Women's Edition. The Bujagali Rafters looking to bounce back from that defeat yesterday afternoon against the CP Trekkers. They won the toss and elected to bat first. Konsi Aweko telling us that yesterday's performance is already forgotten. Today is a new day. The sun has come out again, and they feel that they have the opportunity for them to be able to put on a better score that will challenge the Itanda Kayakers. 120 is her mark, and she feels that should be enough for them to pick up the win. Rita Musamali, my namesake, will take the ball from the Jija Road end for the Itanda Kayakers.
Bygones are bygones. I like the feeling, the attitude being used by the Bujagali Rafters, their captain Konsa saying to yesterday is gone with the wind. That day will never come back in the year and in our lives. Today is a new day to fight. The sun is out, and when the sun comes out, it is time to
I
shine.
must tell you, Innocent, you must fear that gender because they've already moved on. And in real life, I'm sure they also move on very quickly. Rita Musamali will be bowling. Veronica, very good decision, I think, today by Bujagali Rafters, sending Veronica Buga to open the batting with Sandra Achao. In the afternoon, we'll hear the voice of Sandra Achao in the comms box. She's very interested in coming to pay us a visit and telling us a few words when her team won't be in action. But Veronica Buga opens the batting for the Kenya ladies. And I think today is a good decision by the team to make sure that she comes out to open the batting. It's been a long time since Rita Musamali opened the bowling. Hopefully she's been working on that.
The tactics must be spot on. Rita Musamali's only over yesterday went for 16 runs, Dennis, and 11 of them were wides. Today she will look to do better because there's no second chances. As a bowler, as a cricketer, you look to improve from hit straight to Diane Marie Bimenyimana. Diane Marie Bimenyimana, of course, also growing into her own element. Yesterday, captaining this side and taking them all the way to victory. She opened the batting, played a little beautiful cameo, who was there to make sure they get a good start. And the way she rotated the bowlers and herself getting the ball and coming through with figures of 2 for 16 in 4 overs. Big players here in Kampala, Uganda. Itanda Kayakers have a win. Another win here will have them dreaming. Sandra Chao, another 19 star, scored 48 runs. Uganda versus Sierra Leone down in Botswana, Habarone.
Yeah, first time experience, Innocent, for Diane in Kampala. And I think she didn't make a very bad account of herself. So they picked up 2 wickets, scored 17 runs. She's in fine company. She's making sure she shows the rest of the girls here that she belongs at this stage.
And when you look around the park, Dennis, like I said, the rules being employed by all the coaches. We've got a couple of youthful coaches in the ranks. Habib Mughal, of course, the senior one of them all. Coach of these Itanda Kayakers. And then now we have Bujagali Rafters, who have Lawrence Sempija. And then the CP Trekkers, coached by another Lawrence Sematimba, a man who played for Uganda so many years. People believe is the last wicket keeper. Uganda had someone you can call a wicket keeper batsman, a man who could hold his bat. The rest of the keepers Uganda's had over the years are guys who've struggled to go through the phases with the bat. But we're not talking about men's cricket. It's women's cricket world. And we are only happy and lucky to be living in it this week.
Good running there between the wickets. Veronica pushing her partner Sandra to make sure she gets off the mark. See, Diane, really one of the senior players in the side, and I'm sure that players like Esa Iluko will learn a lot of things from her as they try and help her learn her strips as well. Diane has earned her money as the captain of the Rwanda ladies team. Top player for them, and it's good to see her that she can come to Kampala and be part of this particular tournament.
Hit through the gap that was running all the way. Diane chases. She has Alako helping her. It's a good stop. Good teamwork there from Diane Marie Bimenyimana and Proskovia Lako. Player of the match yesterday, Proskovia, with that swashbuckling knock, Dennis. 80 from just 57 balls, 8 boundaries and 5 meaty sixes. It can't get any better than that.
Got her as well 100K in this January to go along with that very nice plaque that she picked up for the player of the match performance. But what a show from her. She really lit up this Lugogo Cricket Oval, spraying the ball all over the place. She scored 80 off just 57 balls. That will be the end of the first over from Rita Musamali. 4 runs off it.
4 without loss. Tentative start yesterday. We saw them, the Rafters, losing wickets in quick fashion. Today they will have to do a little better. And the way to go about it is, I like the fact that they brought out a batsman who can hit the ball and go very hard in Veronica Abuga, and a youngster in Sandra Chow who can go around and pace her innings. So you learn from each other and you feed off each other's energies.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they should have done yesterday. I think they had made a mistake in sending two players who had the same style, Janet Nachura and Sandra Chow. Same style of play, so it was going to be difficult for them to try and move the run rate up very, very quickly.
Here with the second over coming through. Immediately then it looks like they're turning to the spin. Fortune favors the brave. That sneaks past her. The keeper, Esther Iloku, one of the finest from the east. Shakira Sadiq yesterday opened the bowling. Unfamiliar territory. She's opening the bowling again here. Hit straight and hard. 6 without loss. Make that 7 after the last single. Full toss. That is screamed over the bowlers and over the infield. First boundary of the day from that big bat of Veronica Abuga. Hello Kenya to the world, and Veronica is off and running.
For the last single. Full toss that is screamed over the bowlers and over the infield. First boundary of the day from that big bat of Veronica.
Abuga mentioning her arrival. Another one right into her zone. She hits it straight to the sweeper. Immediately a sweeper is employed, and guess who sends herself down to do the sweeping duties? It is that familiar face of Diane Marie Bimenyimana, not taking any chances. She knows these players in and out, making sure they earn all the money there is in the world. Shakira Sadiq strays away. Further from Sandra Chow, a Chow trying to unleash the cut shot. No sweet connection on it. Hit powerfully through the covers, through the gap, but the Rwandan international, the Rwandan captain, Diane Marie Bimenyimana, right at the boundary there to stop that. Hit again very hard, this time in the gap. Does Diane Marie Bimenyimana catch up? Yes. A long barrier. But the long barrier is in vain. It's back-to-back boundaries because she hit it powerfully. She was standing too straight, and this was hit rounder. Boundaries at the back end of the second over.
Watch up, yes.
For the Bujagali Rafters, the team in need of victory. And well, that is the end.
Vain.
Over. The over. Scoreboard reads 18 without loss for the Bujagali Rafters, thanks to Veronica Abuga, who is on 12, and young Sandra Achao, who is on 3. Super production here. Big sponsors coming through. The broadcast partners guys who've earned their money, the big money is here. Bat ball, cricket for all. Making sure the teams look very well dressed, making sure the game is watched across the globe and the divide and planet Earth. Well done to Bat Ball TV. You can also catch this game on the YouTube cricket page of Uganda Cricket Association. Women's Crick Zone, I beg your pardon, the game is right there. Of course, many people coming on board, the partners, how they love the game of cricket to grow. The numbers do reflect everywhere else. Facebook page will have it for Uganda Cricket. So you can't say you failed to catch the women having fun. Good Jaffa ball from Rita Musamali as the balls do continue to come through. And talking about sponsors, there has been a Plascon Color Your World. These guys, they do support. First they came through with the men. Then they said, well, behind every good man, there is a woman. So they did come through to support the women here. And then Rock Telecom providing us all the data services. Live, Love and Rock. Live, Work and Rock. A couple of other sponsors coming through. Ken Bright, The Farm, Blink Logistics. Everyone looking to give back to the beautiful game. Pepsi as well. Sponsors coming through in batches. It's a galaxy of them here as we go through the over number 3. Sandra Chow going for power there. Timing could have been the easiest thing to do. But you love it.
Innocent, I must be thinking that the coach for the Itanda Kayakers, Habib Mugara, had something to do with Rita Musamali coming back to ball. These are players he knew very well. He knows their value and what they can do. So he gives them an opportunity to... I think he trusts them well enough to make sure that they can deliver the goods for him.
And these are players, Dennis, you talk about trusting them. Not just trust, but these are players also who know how to die for the coaches. Many players don't play for themselves. They play for the coaches because once a coach believes in you, Dennis, you're going to go out there and show value for money. And I wish the national coaches who are watching, relatively younger than Habib Mugara, who's coached these girls from way before, can learn a thing or two from him. Well, it's the end of the third over, 20 without loss. Lugogo is looking in pristine condition, Dennis. Thank God it's a Friday.
No better words have been said on a Friday. And what a good way to be able to watch cricket, get the game of cricket. The ladies edition of the Waterfalls T20 Elite League. 3 teams in this, Itanda Kayakers, Bujagali Rafters, who are playing this morning, and in the afternoon the CP Trekkers somewhere in the pavilion waiting to have their crack at the Itanda Kayakers.
Itanda Kayakers double-header day. Action never gets any better. You look at it and you're excited. You can't wait to watch the girls showcase their talent. Long time before, people never thought women's cricket could go to these levels. We used to watch games of 80 extras in a match for the girls. Today you look at a scorecard, there are only 3, 4, 5, all just 7 extras in a match. And it's all exciting. Here's a change from the bowling. They say we've had enough of you, Shakira Sadiq. Musamali's 2 overs have gone for 8 runs. And here we are. Change in the bowling. Patricia Malmekia, who will be coming through from the KFC end. Right arm fast. Jaffa ball first up. Eloku unable to get a glove to it.
Very beautiful ball there. Patricia Malmekia might be behind the pecking in terms of pecking order, behind Irene Alumo and Evelyn Anyipo. She is in her own league. Very, very quality bowler. The sister to Richard.
First up, Eloku unable to get a glove to it.
I've always felt that she's been very, very unlucky that she's born in a generation of 2 other good, very quick bowlers. maybe Uganda needs to find a way of playing all three of them. That would be 12 quality T20 overs.
There's a particular game actually they did play out together at the Kwibuka, and they rattled one of the teams for under 30 runs, sharing the wickets 3, 3 and 4. And it was beauty to watch on the scorecard. And somebody came up likening them to the famous pace attack of the West Indies, the Malcolm Marshalls of this world. Power from a chow, but hit straight to the covers. No run will be given by that small frame of Shakira Sadiq. Fit and agile. She can throw her body around the park. She bought her first over, not the tidiest of them all. Taken to the cleaners, not particularly, but the runs were scored off her over. Not as good as yesterday, but she can put in a shift. In the air, who wants it? Yes, sir. Alako holds on for dear life. The breakthrough comes through. Chao just threw her bat at that one. No conviction whatsoever. She perishes for just a few runs. 4 from 12 was a pedestrian knock by her own standards. And she goes, not wondering. She was out of her depth there. Elite League, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, Patricia Malemika with the breakthrough coming to the attack in that first over, picking up the wicket, breaking this partnership. Sandra Chow not looking very, very assured out there in the middle. In the end, trying to hit the ball nowhere. Just poking the catch. A simple catch for Proskovia Alako. Does the rest to make sure that Bujagali lose their first wicket. 21 for 1.
I was enjoying this one. Many of the other girls watching Dennis, especially our close friends, not because they're very close to East Africa or Uganda, but close because of the camaraderie and the relationship that has grown between the two countries. Must be watching, and deep down within their hearts, they're thinking, how did we miss out on this? Botswana. Achao is gone, but Abuga is still there. New batter out there in the middle. Janet Nakironda. She opened the innings yesterday. And that is the end of Patricia Malmeke's over. A very beautiful one to that. Just the one run and the wicket in it. 1 for 1. She can do better today. 21 for 1 after 4 overs here at Lugogo. Wherever you're watching from all across the world, tell a friend to download Batball TV. Tell them to follow Women's Cricket Zone. The game is on the Waterfalls T20 Elite League for the Women Edition. It's the Kayakers from Itanda against the Rafters from Bujagali. Running very hard. And guess who dies? The new batter, Nachiranda, is run out needlessly. Veronica Buga was a touch and go mode, but she cost her team a wicket. Hopefully she can score the runs because Nakiranda was always never going to be home safe and dry.
And Nachiranda was really struggling there to make ground. And unfortunately, lost her wicket. Veronica Buga, want to say the guilty party there, making a call when she wasn't sure that her partner could be able to make it safely.
There's a new batter out there in the middle. Time to work. Musamali coming through with her third over. Given her in a hitting zone. She smokes that one well over the boundary ropes. Off the mark for Immaculate Nakisuyu with the boundary. 4 runs to the total. Half tracker punished. Immaculate today coming out with a cape. Yesterday she didn't come out with any. She didn't get many runs, but between her and Veronica Buga, they know they must carry this team to a defendable target. The Itanda Kayakers do as well know that they need to restrict or pick one of these 2 wickets quickly in quick time. Right on the money, and she keeps that one out. Jacqueline Nakayovu right onto that one. They are running through from point. No fly zones in her area there. Giving away nothing. They know they're fielding against a very good cricketer. That one's staying a tad too low. Pitched up. Immaculate Nakisuyu was very interested, but no sweet connection on that one. As we wrap up over number 5, it's 26 for 2. Bujagali Rafters batting, and they did win the toss. Yesterday, they did the same thing, batting first. They got just 82 runs. They will look to do better than that today. Unfortunately, Achao, the young opener, threw a bat at one that was nowhere in the hard zone of hitting. She got caught there in the cover region by Proskovia Lako, the woman of match from yesterday. The second wicket to fall, that one over Janet Nakiranda, needlessly run out. It's a very good ball from Patricia Malmekia to start up the last over of the power play. Another swing and a miss. Very good pace here from Patricia. Abuga coming in here, and Machisui, the most recognizable batters in this Bujagali Rafters team. And then she shakes hands with the bowler. Unfortunate for her, she's got to depart, take the long walk, but it's a no ball. Big lady luck on her side.
Bujagali Rafters team.
Sharon Otoula,
And
the
then
umpire
she
standing
shakes
through.
hands with
Her
the
decision is
bowler.
final. Abuga will have a second chance of sorts.
Unfortunate for
Second bite
her.
at the cherry. Let's see how she makes the most of it. First with this free hit.
Big reprieve there for Veronica Abuga. Patricia had taken a very good catch in her follow through, but now she has to repeat that particular delivery and make sure she doesn't give away so much.
Chance to run quickly, yes, and they will set off for a quick run. Like you see today, Dennis Musali coming out here with a cape on. Yesterday she came without a helmet. And when she comes out with a helmet on, that's of course the national team helmet. It tells you that she's in fight mode. She wants to play like an innings as if she's playing for her country. And you see how she's looking very steady. She got off the mark with a boundary. Half track of sorts from Musamali that was tucked away behind square. And the overs are coming through quickly here. That's the end of over number 6. We're done and dusted with the power play. It is 27-2.
Yeah, very true, Innocent. Yesterday, Imi was very disappointed with herself. She didn't get so many in the game. And this time, I think she wants to make amends. She's looking like she's here for business. And she has a lot of overs. 14 more overs left in this match. And I know the longer she stays on the wicket, the more dangerous she can be. So if she can hold herself back, try and play a measured knock, she should be able to make sure that she makes the Itanda Kayakers pay. Jacqueline Nakayovu takes the ball from the Ginger Road end.
And as Nakayov takes the ball, you can see that the field setting is changed immediately because we're done and dusted with the power play. Going for power there from Abuga. I wish Abuga could go for some more timing, Dennis. She times the ball very well, but she hits it very hard, but straight to the fielders. There are no runs when you hit the ball to the fielders. Your wagon wheel stays as a dot ball. You need to find the gaps. Lucky one, just leading edge, down throw to third man, where there is protection. Some fielders out on the offside for Nakayov, because Nakayov bowls, then it's a tidy line outside off. Alako standing under extra cover. Gian Murray standing at a long off. And then the one down at a third man.
Yeah.
That's one round at fine leg, but square.
Big booming drive there from Immaculate Nakisui. Nobody home. Misses everything, goes through to the keeper. But like you've mentioned, Innocent, it's like the Itanda Kayakers have gone on the defense immediately because of these two players, Imi and Veronica. They are all big hitters of the ball, so they don't want to give away boundaries for now. Just try and let them play within themselves.
Talking about going on the defense immediately, you can see that also at long on, Patricia Malmekia has been sent to part through the boundary there, giving them no room, no chances. Another booming drive there. Umpire John Trustmaiko then is very confident and happy with the lines and lengths that Nakayov is bowling. See him with the approval by the way he nods his head. He's a happy man, happy chap.
I think it's just about maybe she was. Is it inside the line or outside line before you can judge it as a wide?
Fortune favors the brave. Won't get a boundary, but should go through for one. For imagine, like you see, the two batters here, the two power hitters for the Bujagali Rafters, unable to get the scoreboard ticking in the fashion they desire, because the bowling lines on show here are very meticulous.
Yeah, they're struggling to get anything out of the middle. Flash outside of stump there from Immaculate, gets a thick outside edge. Frankie Najumba with a cleanup. Very, very tidy. Itanda Kayakers, a well-coached side. We know the reputation Habib Mugara has. He's a man who has very, very high standards. So he's making sure that his side follow his lead. And you can see it. It's very, very evident in the field. Very tight field set.
End of the 7th, 29 for 2. Nakayov is over, going for just the 2 runs. Clipped off her pads, hitting the gaps. They will do some running, one quick one. They will desire a second. Musamali right onto it. Throw is good straight to Esther Iloku. Good all-round cricket.
Yeah, this is what we like to see, saying the best players competing amongst themselves. Some of the Immaculate and Patricia feature for the same club as is Damani, but when they come out, but in a competition like this, they have to play against each other because they're being put in different sides. This is what they call the elite league. Only the best are on display here. Quick single. Good.
Chance for a second. Abuga and Nakisui look at each other, but Abuga says, hold on, you're a good batter. Don't get run out.
A very good shot. The stumps there from Rita Musamali. Did the first things right, picking up the ball first time. It's just a throw at the stumps that was missing. Otherwise, if she had hit bullseye, I think Imi would have been caught out of her ground.
The runs are quick onto her. Unable to get the drive that she desired. So, caught in two minds. Just managing to stick the bat out there and saying, whatever happens, God, so help me God.
Very good pitch as well, Innocent. Had a look at it in the morning. Very good batting track. So the bowlers have to work for everything. Morning game yesterday had a lot of runs. The most runs so far in the tournament, 128. Easily chased down by the Itanda Kayakers for the loss of just 3 wickets. Afternoon game, a bit of a drag. Only 82 runs set by the Bujagali Rafters. Again, a very easy chase for the CP Trekkers. Itanda Kayakers so far on top of the table. Big shot there from Veronica Abuga. Gets enough of it and to run away for 4. Got enough of looking at Patricia and her bowling. Deciding to go for a big heave across the line. Fortune favors the brave. She picks up a much needed boundary. Moving the score along to at least 36 for now for the Bujagali Rafters. No footwork there from Rita Musamali. The ball that's running past her, and Franklin Najumba has to do the rest. Good backup. That will be the end of the 7th over. 37 for 2, the Bujagali Rafters. And we'd like to give away some movie tickets for those that are watching the live stream, whether you're watching it from the Women's Creek Zone or on batball.tv. We'll ask you a simple question. If you can predict the winner of this encounter, you'll win yourself 2 tickets from our partners, Century Cinema, to any of their branches in Kampala, either Nalia branch, Acacia Mall, or Arena Mall in Zambia. Just go to your comment section in any of those live streams. We are monitoring them. We'll give you 2 tickets, you and your friend, to go and watch the latest blockbusters from Century Cinemax.
Maybe it will also be nice, Dennis, to tell them which movies are showing. So maybe we can whet their appetite a little bit, because so many blockbusters have been on card. The Woman King, Wakanda Forever 3, whatever 2. So maybe it will be nice to tell them a couple of the movies, and also tell them that you don't have to be going with a female friend. You can take your mate, your guy, and start your Friday there or your weekend there.
I think for the ladies, it's the time that you take your bestie, like you like to call them, to go and watch a movie together. But the tickets are also available for the men. You have a friend that you have wanted to go with to the cinema and watch one of the latest movies at Century Cinema. So go to that comment section if you're watching the live stream. Just predict who will be the winner between this game, between Itanda Kayakers and the Bujagali Rafters, and you win yourself a pair of tickets to Century Cinema. Veronica Abuga still struggling to get the ball off the square. Shakira Sadiq, mother of one, but very, very agile in that cover region. There are very few balls that will go past Shakira when she's standing at cover. Jacqueline Nakayovu turns out for Wanderers Cricket Club in the National Women's League. Swing and a miss again from Veronica, fit nowhere. Started so well now, 16 of 20 balls is looking like a drag for her. She needs to start making sure that she makes some good connection.
And since Immaculate Nachisu walked in, Dennis, they haven't brought back any slow bowlers. Notice that if they keep bowling those lines, they'll find it very, very tough. These 2 batters. It's a bump ball there. Nakayovu bowling with some oomph. One for the future, if you want to say, the way she's bowling, she could make a very good bowler for the Cricket Cranes. I beg your pardon, for the Victoria Pearls, because you very well know that many talents have come and gone, but those who dare to dream differently and work a little harder stay. Nakayovu plays like one who is got lots of energy and gas to burn. It's the end of the over. 37 for 2. The 2 batters out there in the middle must find a method to the moment, because there's no madness whatsoever for now. But how do they go about their innings? And well, like they say, the devil is always in detail. Talking about spin, Itanda Kayakers keeper Esther Iloku brings in 1 from the KFC, and let's see how Nakisui goes about business here. First up, just a little tickle to one half of the 2 sisters playing for Itanda Kayakers. The younger one, Susan Kakai, captain of your favorite team, Dennis.
Innocent, the movie offer is already working. We see Connie Pauline Chasimiri has predicted that the Itanda Kayakers will win. We'll wait and see if that happens. Then she'll win herself a pair of tickets for her and her friends to go and watch movies at Century Cinema. What is showing at Century Cinema now, a man called Otto, Megan, Avatar, Wakanda Forever.
That is as sweet as you like, as sweet as they come, straight as a ruler from Imagine Nakisui, showing all her talents and her immense skills at full throttle. Beautiful boundary right down the line. You can go on with the movies, Dennis. I love movies too. And I know a couple of Connies. I hope it's one of the Connies I know. Because as they come straight as a ruler, someone might travels in this world of cricket.
I'm thinking that she's trying to move to win the movie tickets for you and her. Lona Anyat, the youngster from Soroti, bowling to. What an opportunity for her. She's bowling to Immaculate Nakisui, and I think this is what we want to see in these tournaments. Puss in Boots, Kitty, Wakanda Forever, Avatar. Those are some of the movies showing at Century Cinema. So keep those predictions coming. I think we'll stop the predictions at the end of the first innings. Won't take any more predictions because then the result might be obvious.
I was spot on with one of the guesses of the blockbusters on show, Wakanda Forever. I would love to watch Puss in Boots for a second time for many other reasons. This is a big hit. Well, out of the park. Go fetch that. 6 runs for Veronica Abuga. Younger Lona Anyait brought into the attack, and looks like it's what the two big batters were waiting for, Dennis.
Veronica Abuga is a skilled player, and if Proskovia Lako can hit them big, Veronica Abuga, I tell you, will hit them further. The biggest 6 so far in the tournament, gets a whole lot of that and drops it on the bunker here at the Lugogo Cricket Oval. Lona Anyait given some treatment in her first over. Halfway stage, 48 for 2, the Bujagali Rafters. And these two players are the ones who will help them put on a very big total. Not a lot of batting after this. So therefore, Veronica and Immaculate have to make sure that they get stuck in and at least bat for up to about the 15th over. If those two are there for that long, I will tell you that they will put on a very, very good total.
Every time a spinner's come into the attack, the two batters' eyes have lit up. But back to Jacqueline Nakayovu. Very good ball, very good pace on it. Immaculate looks at Abuga and asks, mate, do you want to come through for a quick one? Well, a little misfield there from Kakai, but she doesn't give her a second. Athleticism on show. One string out of Nakayovu's hands quickly, but not duly punished. Beautiful things to see that Esther Luko doesn't shoulder the burden of captaincy alone. She's happy to throw a couple of responsibilities to Diane Marie Bibenyimana, who is standing right under one nose as Dennis, but she helps with the field settings. So how asking Lona Anyait, the youngster, to go around. And that's one of the things I saw. Easily one of the few teams I saw yesterday, Dennis, have a long team chat. At the end of the day, sitting right next to one of the hospitality tents here at the beautiful Lugogo Oval and having a long chat about how they love to go about business in this tournament. Nakayovu coming through. Classic shot there from Nakisui. Nakisui finding her range. A slow start to her innings, but she's happy. It's a good ball there. What did you do, Vayo? What did you do, Vayo? Look around, have a long chat, and decide that they'll give the ball to Susan Kakai. Half cracker there from Kakai. Yet to loosen up. Cut powerfully. No run. Poor deliverers here not being punished by the two explosive batters of Bujagali Rafters. Abuga guilty party here. We saw some class from Nakisui at the back end of the last over. Hit powerfully. There's no man there that will race away to the boundary. Kakai being brought into the attack then is ahead of people like Diane Maribi Benyimana, who had impressive figures of 2 for 17 yesterday and 4. They're moving at just 5 and over. It could get better if they keep getting this type of bowlers. We saw how Sadiki's over disappeared, how young Lona Nyet was hit for 6 and a 4, and how now Kakai is struggling to find her line and length. That's a wide delivery from Kakai. Nakisui will stay on her knees, not to pray, but just to keep wondering how she missed out on hitting that one all the way here to the hospitality tent. The decision to bring on Kakai, Sadiq, Shakira, her mate, has some quick words, some pep talk. She dances down the wicket. She goes for a big one. She doesn't get hold of it. It's her friend that gets the catch. This is one of her closest friends. Proskovia Lako holds on to one. Nakisui's got to walk.
I think Nakisui got very excited there. She was enjoying the bowling of Susan Kakai. This time doesn't get enough of that. Not very good. Not very. Until the time when the ball came off her middle, she knew that she hadn't got enough of it. Bit disappointed in herself. She was starting to look very good out there in the middle. But Susan Kakai with the all-important breakthrough for the Itanda Kayakers. Nakisui has to go for a well-played 18 of 20 balls.
Abuga still holding fort. 33 from 37.
Mary Namiro, the new batter for the Bujagali Rafters. She had a good cameo yesterday, Innocent, and I think she has been promoted up the order by the coach after seeing what she can do. But I think the most important person for the Rafters will be Veronica Abuga. She's already on 33 of 37 balls. This is what you want to see. International players coming into these tournaments and showing that they really are worth the salt and money. It's getting stuck in. She needs to play for a very, very long time if her team is going to put on a very good total.
Very well said, Dennis. When an international player, need to show you a class above the rest. Nakakai finishes with a good ball, very good delivery. Struggled with the balls up front, but now she comes back and bounces back nicely. A wicket and a dot ball to end it all. No answers for Namiro. It's 61 for 3 after 12 overs. You can see that with 12 gone, specialist death bowler Jan Maribi Menyimana picks the right timing to bring herself into the attack, because Dennis, I can tell you for sure it was Iloku at the toss, but it's Jan Maribi Menyimana who has been running traffic.
Yeah, very true, and I think her experience has been very, very good for the Itanda Kayakers. We've seen her trying to make some fuel changes. She's really, and for me, I feel that Esther Ilukol is going to learn a lot of things from her. Just having her in the team is a bonus, but then having to tap some knowledge from her will be twice as important, because Diane is very, very experienced.
Starts with one wide, runs for Rafters. Dennis, I know you'd have to, if I asked you this, you'd say the 3 figures would do. I don't know how many you think is enough for a team that chased down 128 yesterday.
Yeah, Konsi Aweko said 120 is enough. I do not know if it will be enough for them.
Senior player Franklin Najuma onto that one to stop it.
And Innocent, you can see Diane is very intelligent. Instead of dropping Franklin down at long off, I think they're trying to entice Veronica to try and hit the ball over her. And that might fall into that trap.
Little cute, delicate cut. Away for one. Taking the pace of the ball. Diane is bowling a mixed bag. She's not giving the batter a chance to get accustomed to one type of delivery. And that's the way to go about business. You see more changes there with the Marina Miro on strike. You can see that Lona Anyait is asked to leave the rope and come into the 30. A parked offside. This is another cutter of sorts. More pace of the ball, and it beats everyone just straight into Iloku's gloves. The keepers love to hold it like that.
Yeah, very good stuff there from Iloku. I'm very impressed with her as well. She has never kept for Diane, but she's brave enough to go up the stumps and try and make sure she does the keeping. And good stuff there from Diane. This is a new batter, so it's
a chance for a catcher. Who wants it? Shakira Sadiq, easily the best pair of hands in that team. The Itanda Kayakers puts down one that was hit straight in her zone. Catching practice.
Shakira puts down a catch that was that was easier to take than drop. Very, very. I'm sure she's also surprised. Maybe she was too casual. I was about to scream that Diane comes into the attack and immediately picks a wicket. Marina Miro just taking off nearly, gets herself run out. That's what happens. Marina Miro needs to listen to the senior Veronica Buga, who's been there, done that. You don't want to run out Veronica.
It's called respect. Respect your senior, your elderly stateswoman. Jan continues to go about her business. Another good delivery there. It's a good contest here, Dennis. A battle between Rwanda captain Jan Marie Benyimana and Kenyan hard hitter Veronica Abuga. Rwanda versus Kenya in Uganda in the Elite League. That's what the Elite League gives you for free.
Good control there from Veronica. Just turns it round the corner. She knows that's a final ball. She wants to keep the strike for herself. That will be the end of the 65 for 3. The Bujagali Rafters. 66 for 3. They need some impetus to try and get them to 100. They still have the captain, Konsi Aweko, in the hat. I see Naomi Kayondo Bagenda also padded up.
A couple of lusty blows at the back end of the innings could do a lot of good to the world that is Itanda Kayakers. Waterfalls T20 Elite League, the women's edition, very much alive. Match day number 2. And we expect a bigger crowd than what we saw yesterday to trickle in Logogo to catch this speed action, because Friday is a busy day in Kampala, Uganda. There is no dull moment in this city.
Juna Robert also predicting that the Itanda Kayakers will take the day. So far, 2 people have an opportunity to get these tickets to Century Cinema.
Good luck to you, Ajuna Robert. Of course, Ajuna Robert, a young cricketer there coming through the ranks. He chops it on Veronica Abuga. It is Susan Kakai, one half of the 2 sisters playing for the Kayakers, that strikes Abuga, disturbing our own furniture.
Susan Kakai picking up the big scalps of Immaculate Nakisuya. Now Veronica Abuga. 67 for 4 now, the Bujagali Rafters. Now Mikayondo will be the new batter for the Bujagali Rafters.
The Princess Naomi Bagenda Kayondo walking into bat at number 6 with a scoreboard reading 67 for 4. Chance for the Rafters to work. They need more runs here. They got only 82 yesterday. What can Bagenda do? Full toss. Not tucked away by Bagenda Kayondo. That was a good chance for her to free her arms and get off the mark with the boundary. Magenda's finally underway with a couple of runs, and now she gets a single. She's got Namiro for support. Namiro came in, promoted up the order from yesterday. She came in to up the ante of scoring. She does nothing like that, doing the exact opposite. Wickets are tumbling very fast here. 71 for 4 becomes 71 for 5. Two elderly stateswomen in the Bujagali Rafters side need to wade through these rapids very, very fast, otherwise they will be drowning in the Nile River. Konsi Aweko, captain of the Bujagali Rafters and captain of the Victoria Pearls, walks into bat at number 7, joining a former captain of the Victoria Pearls in Naomi Bagenda Kayondo. Work to be done. No second callings here, Dennis. You sign up as a cricketer, it's time to work.
Yeah, and I think Konsi yesterday had done well for her team to try and drag that total along before she got run out, unfortunately, when she was with Evelyn Anyipo. But once, it's still a lot of overs left in the match. 6 more, 71 for 5, the Bujagali Rafters. They will need to find some inspiration if they're going to put on a very big total.
Here is Diane Marie Bimenyumana coming through from the Ginger Road end. It is Bagenda Kayondo on strike. A good, nice drive from her. But there's a good backup from Frankie Najumba. Fielding very well to restrict that to 1. Konsi, the skipper, Aweko, on strike. What can Konsi do? She goes for a wild slog there. Should have put full face on it. Almost getting a first wicket there. Opting to keep that one out. good death bowler she is, Diane Marie Bimenyimana. Konsaweko coming in with her team having work to be done. She must show her batting pretensions on the day. Big wild slog across, her furniture is disturbed. Bimenyimana finally strikes. She's been itching and inching ever so close to pick a wicket. One for her. That is number 6 for the Itanda Kayakers, who are having their double-header day today. The Rafters yet to win a match. They scored only 82 yesterday. Can they do any better today? Well, the onus is on them as the wickets continue to fall in regular intervals. End of the over. $72 for 6. Done and dusted with 15 overs. Very beautiful spell there from Diane Marie Bimenyimana. 1 for 7 in her 2 overs so far. She's got another 2 overs left, and I think she'll be bowling right through to the end. Susan Kakai starts with a full toss that is powerfully hit by Evelyn Anyipo. She won't be wasting a lot of time. Best bowlers with long levers. Kai has impressive figures of 3 for 10. Hit straight by Naomi Bagenda Kayondo, who runs very quickly. Nice little dive there to cut it off to just 1. Whichever way they get the runs will do for the Rafters. Susan Kakai up to her oldest tricks. Guess now Kayondo dismissed for backing up a little too much. $74 for 7. Bagenda dismissed. Man can it out. Umpire Sharon Atola was happy with what she saw. When you back up too much, you leave the bowler nothing to do. Good shot, but there is cover there from one sister to another. Very well fielded by Rita Musamali with her sister, her young sister. Susan Kakai bowling. Flipped off her legs. Musamali running very quickly. That's a fine pick up, fine stop. Throw not very accurate, but good backup from Shakira Sadiq. After that went past the keeper. Full toss, hit very hard. $78 for 7. Very wide and wild from Diane Marie, whose figures are looking very good, even with that extra. 78 now. Just the 3 wickets left in the tank for the Rafters. Christine Anayo is in. She's got a Nipo. Christine Anayo starting out a career as a spinner, going on to become a top order batter, but today she bats in the tail. It's Diane Marie. Hit very hard straight to Frank Najumba's throat. The throw goes to the keeper. Is Anayo home safe and dry? Yes, she is, because Najumba's throw wasn't as electric.
$80 Innocent. You still feel is the pass score for the Bujagali Rafters given their bowling lineup. They don't have Sarah Kiteng today, so they have some 4 good overs out of their lineup.
They don't have Sarah Kiteng, but they have Christine Anayo. And if Evelyn Anyipo can bowl with the venom, we do think she can, then all will be fine.
Full-blooded full shot, full toss from Diane, and given the treatment, welcome runs for the Bujagali Rafters. Evelyn Nanyipo makes very good contact with that and runs away for a 4. Diana has been decent. It's like a loosener from her, unusual, because she has been very, very tidy, giving away just 14 runs in her 2.5 overs. Some more baton to that. There is work to do for Susan Kakai, but she keeps it to just a single. Very good run, very good work from her. 86 now for the Bujagali Rafters. Better effort from yesterday where they scored only 82 all out. This time 86. I think they are still struggling to get to that 100-run mark. That will give them a very good chance against the Itanda Kayakers. End of the 17th over, 86 for 7, the Bujagali Rafters. Christina Nayo was the MVP in the first edition of the Ladies Elite League that was held in 2020 during that COVID year. Very, very good bowler from Soroti. It's a Soroti affair. Lona Anyanyait was part of the Under 19 team that went to Botswana for the qualifiers. And a very good decision by the captain, Esther Eloko, to take her out of the attack, because Veronica Bug and Immaculate Natsuya had started taking her on. It's a better time for her to bowl when you're virtually bowling to tail-enders, so it's an easier opportunity. But nonetheless, you don't come in these competitions to only bowl to the tail. You want to learn by bowling to the best, so probably she'll get another crack at it. They'll run quickly. Evelyn Anyipo, very quick. Ball goes straight to Teddy Ayala. Surprised I haven't seen Teddy Ayala bowling yet. Teddy is also a very good bowler. One of the leading wicket takers in the last edition of the Women's Elite League. Maybe the team plan did not include her, but we'll see her in the afternoon as the Trekkers take on the Itanda Kayakers. Good pick up and throw there from Jacqueline Nakayovu. They get through for a single. 18 overs gone, 89 for 7. The Bujagali Rafters.
Jacqueline Nakayovu back into the attack. 89 for 7. The Rafters get more than they got yesterday, and they still have some 2 overs to be bowled. Jane Mary Menyimana takes a rest. It is Jacqueline Nakayovu with the impressive figures of 0 for 9 in 3 overs that is given the ball to bowl from the Ginger Road end. Tailenders in. Number 8 and 9. Here's Nakayovu with some lively pace. And now you're working her way. And Nyipo, not just your everyday opening bowler. She wants to contribute to the bat. She's got 13 from 13. And now you're 3 from 7.
Yeah, we still want you to tell us who will be the winner for this game, and you win yourself 2 movie tickets to Century Cinema, who are our partners for this particular event. Whether you're watching the live stream on the Women's Cricket Zone YouTube page or batball.tv, go to the comment section and tell us who you think will win this game. The predictions close at the end of the first innings.
Is anyone eligible?
Anyone is eligible apart from you and myself. But you can tell your brother and your sister to go to the YouTube channels for Women's Cricket Zone and Bat Ball and make a prediction. So far, only 2 people are in contention. Connie Pauline Chasimire and Arjuna Robert, both of them going for the Itanda Kayakers. But the Bujagali Rafters may have something to do about that. They were 90 for 7. And if they get 100 runs, it could be bloody.
How many people win, Dennis?
We'll take as many winners as possible. Today, Century Cinema has given us enough tickets to give away. Of course, we shall have some winners in the morning and others in the afternoon.
Nakayovu bowling very well to the Tailenders. As the score moves to 90, she keeps dotting away without much fuss.
This live stream brought to you by the Podgal Group, a group that works very, very closely with the ICC TV to bring you all that action and cricket during ICC events. But this time making sure that they can bring you also the Waterfalls T20 Women's Edition live from Lugogo Cricket Oval. But of course, this stream wouldn't be possible without Rocky Telecom, who are the data service providers for this particular tournament. Live, work, rock. And we have other partners as well. Our beverage partner, Pepsi.
Enjoy their Aquafina drinking water, a Pepsi Cola. They have an energy drink, a Sting.
Plascon, of course, your number 1 paint. The official partners for the Cricket Cranes are also part of this event. Ken Bright, the trusted insurance brokers in the market. Blink Logistics for all your logistics needs all over the world. Make sure you trust Blink Logistics. And of course, Century Cinema. Whenever you want to go out on a movie date, should be your priority. We are into the final over of the first innings, 90 for 7. Patricia Malemikia back into the attack and cleans up her fellow pace bowler.
Anyipo goes trying to swing for the heavens. 90 for 7 becomes 90 for 8 after a very good overboard by Nakayovu. Nakayovu's figures today, Dennis, no wicket, but I tell you, none for 10 in 4. Those are godsend figures. Amuge Kevin walks out there to bat at number 10. 5 balls left in the tank. If they got the 10 runs, would be a fairy tale end to their innings. But I tell you, Malmekia has her tail wagging. She's got figures of 2 for 11 right now in 3.1 overs. She would love to clean up the tail. Double header day for the Kayakers. They would like to come and bat and wrap up things quickly here. You can see right behind there on your image there some of the young national team players, the under-19s getting ready with the Africa under-19 qualifier coming through later in the year. They'll be held in Tanzania. Swing and a miss from Amuge. Pace bowlers, Dennis, have no respect for each other. Amuge comes in and first ball, she offers a big shot without even looking at where the ball has pitched. Patricia wouldn't mind too much about that. Patricia Malmekia, coming from a cricketing family. Connection over the bowler and over Franklin Najumba.
Najumba finishes second in the chase. Kevin Amuge off the mark with the bang. The score moves to 94 for 8. We are into the final over of the match. 3 more balls left.
Another couple of lusty blows from Amuge. 3 balls left. If she can score 6 runs from 3 balls, the 100 will be on. And the 100 up is always a psychological total. Here's Patricia. Amuge touches and goes. Jan Maribi Menyimana is calm. Says, let them go for 1.
I think she knows that they don't only need 1, they need more than 1 run.
Can they get 5 from the 2 remaining balls? With a beautiful hit of a pass, Christine Anayo to hand the strike back to Amuge for the last ball. That's a very good fine stop to end things there. The Bujagali Rafters' heart is happy. They thought that one was going to run away for 4. They get just 1. It's the end of the first innings. 97 for 8. They have fought very hard, worked very hard. They fall 3 runs short of the century. It's the end of the first innings. Wicket was good, show of hard work. We'll be back shortly with the second innings as you take a breather. Go get that breakfast in, because second innings starts in earnest and we want you to miss a piece of the action as the second innings.
Yeah, the highlights package coming up for you from the first innings as we take a break, and we'll be back for the second innings in this clash between Itanda and Bujagali.
Make a fool. Make a fool. Welcome back to Lugogo Cricket Oval. We're right underway with the second innings of this match between the Rafters of Bujagali and the Kayakers of Itanda. And 97 is what they set the Rafters of Bujagali. 15 more runs than what they did score yesterday. They need to put on a spirited bowling show to be able to defend their score. Tall order for some. They should be able to believe, though, that they can do this without fear or favor. There's no hiding place because Lugogo is looking beautiful. The sun is out. When the sun is out, it's time to play. Umpires Sharon Otohula, one of the first rising female umpires, and John Trust Maeku, one of the eldest and the veteran, a classy man, a nice cementer umpire. Already out there in the middle, and first ball is bowled. Diane Marie Bimenyimana, Captain Rwanda, is opening the batting for the Kayakers, as she did yesterday, and she has the young Proskovia Lako at the non-striker's end. First ball out of the system is a dot ball. Evelyn Anyipo second ball, they looked at each other. They wanted to take off a run. Nakiranda Janet onto it. No run taken. Full drive. She sets off Diane Marie Bimenyimana under no pressure whatsoever. She's been looking very confident and comfortable, and she's off the mark with a single on the third ball of the second delivery. After that single, the target is 97 now. They need another 97 more runs at 4.9 per over. You can call it 5 runs every over. Anyipo. Big hit from Alako. Chance for a catch. They take a couple of runs. The Rafters bowlers and fielders look at each other and know they've put down a chance. She gets a single, runs on the board early on in the innings. Tidy lines, no extras thus far. And that is the end of the over. None for 4 after 1. over will be bowled by Konsi Aweko, the captain of the Rafters. Hit with power. That's raw power from that bat of the young Alako. When she hits it, you don't run. Cut very hard, chance to a run, yes. They run through quickly for one. Alako saying every half track I get, I'll go hard. Misfield there. They run through for two. Chance to run again. Alako and Bimenyimana come through for another single. Good telepathy between the two. Batting like they've been playing together for quite some time. Anyipo is back with the third over. Scores 11 without loss after two. Cut very hard there by Imenyimana. There's protection from Bagenda Kayondo. A deep extra cover. Just a one run. Veronica Abuga showing us her array of skills and talent. She's keeping wickets today. Beg your pardon, it's not Abuga, it's Sandra Achao. Trying to line up that one. No connection, no power on it.
Very clear, Innocent, that Proskovia Alako only wants to deal in boundaries. So if you can cut off that option for her, then maybe you would keep her quiet. I've liked the application of Diane. She's come out here and made sure that she occupies the crease, gives herself a chance every time she's come out to bat. Clearly, she's making the most of this opportunity. And I'm sure the people at RC will be very, very impressed that their investment has not gone to waste. You just never know later on in the year when the women's qualifiers come around. Diane may be out there in the middle representing her Rwanda, and she will be competing against Uganda if they're in the same group. So this experience, I think, is very, very good for her. And Sarah Uwera, who've come from Uganda to make sure that, who have come from Rwanda to make sure that they are part of this tournament. Straight over the bowler's head. There will be no chasing that. Very good shot from Proskovia Alako. Takes a shimmy down the wicket and just hits it over Evelyn's head for a boundary. The runs are coming now very easily for the Itanda Kayakers. They're already 19 for no loss after 3 overs. The captain, Konsi Aweko, will continue from the Ginger Road end. Went for 7 in her first over. She's just making sure that her offside field is set properly. Today they are missing Sarah Kiteng. Her overs could be very, very valuable for them, but today she's out injured. Very well played. It's a bit of hesitation, but they get through. Nachira and Janet fielding very deep allows them to pick up an easy single. I wanted to see if there will be a change in the field, and Conce does that immediately. Sends Imi down to long off because they know the power of Proskovia Alako.
Hit in the gap. She's finding favor on the offside. More boundaries there for Alako. She's come out with the blade as hot as they get. Finding gaps through this Bujagali Rafters side like a hot blade through Bata Dennis. Alako is the woman on a mission. Hitting that one a full straight dead bat. Says there's no way through my gates here.
Yeah, Alako enjoying herself. She's in the form of her life since December, where she scored a lot of runs for the Victoria Pals. Ooh, chance, but put down. Not very easy. I don't know if Kevin Amuge was aware it was coming to her and coming very quickly.
Stuck her hand out there. Ball almost got stuck in the palm of her right hand.
Innocent, that was struck with some venom. Could have been a very good catch. End of the fourth, 26 for no loss. Proskovia Alako moving on nicely, 19 of 12. Diane, 7 of 12. As usual, playing the supporting role.
wides it will be. Runs continue to come.
Good ball in there from Kevin Amuge. Kevin Amuge, the opening bowler for the under 19 girls, was very, very tidy for the under 19 girls in Botswana. Innocent, you had a look at her. How impressed were you?
I was very, very impressed, Dennis. Every time Kevin Amuge came into the attack, either with a new ball, she gave Uganda a chance to dream, because with a new ball, she gave Uganda early breakthroughs. And that's what you demand from your opening bowlers. It was unfortunate that she didn't have as many runs to defend. Well, that was a beautiful shot there, unleashing the cut shot. It's a dangerous shot, but it rewards big time when you execute it properly.
Look at that shot. Outside of stump, Diane throws her arms at it and races through that empty point region for a boundary. Very good shot there from Diane. I think she fancies herself, must be very, very strong on the offside. Yesterday we saw her playing an uppercut against Irene Alomo. Had some money shot.
That one almost got herself yoked there. Going very back deep in the crease. Managing to dig that one out for one. Another one from Diane Marie, this time from Alako, not Diane. And they get back-to-back boundaries. Alako and Diane are playing with some form, Dennis, then top nick.
Yeah, Innocent, it's a double-header for Itanda. And like we were casually talking about it during the break, they want to make sure they get this job done quickly. Have a quick lunch so that they are ready for the CP Trekkers in the afternoon. Itanda Kayakers family on top of the table for now. And they want to make sure that this win could virtually have them have 1 foot in the final on Sunday. But for Bujagali, that would mean 2 back-to-back losses. And if they are going to be in the final on Sunday, they will need to work very, very hard. So that's a boundary there from Diane. Threw her arms at it outside of stump. Does the same thing. I think the field set there was very poor. Veronica not positioned well. Proskovia just running that ball through the point region. Immaculate Nakisui will be bowling from the Ginger Road end. She replaces the captain Konsi Yaweko.
Change in the bowling. From the Ginger Road end, the ball is given to someone who's looking very cool behind the shades. From the current national captain to the immediate past from the immediate past captain. Chance for a catch. Can Naomi Kayondo hold on? Almost misfires that one. Imagine Nakisi into the attack, Dennis. The Bujagali Rafters are looking to make a breakthrough. Diane goes for a wild slog across the line, no connection on it. Konsa Weko Dennis has struggled to find her right lines. Nothing has gone the Rafters' way. The rapids are too much for them to wade through. Well. What can
Very
we
well
say?
said there, Innocent. I think the Rapids are Dada Bujagali is not on their side. He's been eluding them. The team needs him. Double-header day for them tomorrow. An opportunity for them to come back strong. But things haven't been going their way. You can see there Imi not very, very happy with her teammates. I think first of all, she wasn't happy from the effort there from Naomi Kayondo. Instead of trying to go for the catch, she just let the ball drop in front of her. It's like a balloon of sorts. I don't know if she's trying to buy a wicket. But that is not the kind of bowling you expect to see in this kind of tournament. No ball called. No ball has been called because the ball dropped on the next on the playing surface we are not using. Now Alako has a chance of a free hit.
Intent on showing she's the boss. Konsa Weko does very well. Keeping it to 1. It's the end of Nachisui is over. 6 runs from it. 42 without loss. It's the Itanda Kayakers in charge of this one.
I think Itanda so far, Innocent, have been very, very impressive. This opening partnership between Alako and Diane, the two have complemented each other very well. One the aggressor and the other the fixer of things. That has been one of the things that has worked well for the Itanda Kayakers. Yesterday they two put on an opening stand of 45. Today they're on 42 in pursuit of a very small target.
Compare and contrast the two opening stands and you see that they're doing very well for themselves and for the team camaraderie. But here is Amuge. First over went for 10. Can she do any better? Kayondo in covers, cuts that one off very quickly. No quick runs for Alako today. Pedestrian knock for her own class. 25 from 22. Amuge again to Alako. Alako goes very big. That is a beautiful shot. That's a shot of intent. Dennis extra cover 6 from the blazing blade of Alako. That shot, Dennis, moves Alako to 110 runs in this tournament. At an average of 110.
Not a bad ball from Kevin Amuge, but the class of Proskovia Alako showing in that shot. Ball outside of stump, but she threw her hands at that. A lot of power. The guys at the boundary didn't even bother. They only waited for it to drop and pick it up over the rope. Proskovia Alako knows how to change gears very quickly. She's already into the 30s, 31 of 22 balls. We might be having a good show here for us because we have an opportunity of a replay. But I think the best view on the cricket oval today is from Diane. She's enjoying it from the other end.
Alako is every coach's delight. Coach would like to work with a player like Alako because there are very few things to sort out. Her defense is solid. Her attacking instinct is spot on. It's just a matter of when and how to execute.
Yeah, very true, Innocent. I think you need, because of the format of cricket, they play T20. You need players of her caliber who are very brave. They're not afraid to take on bowlers. She has come out. Today is the second day, but she's come out without a helmet. And she's looking at making sure that she doesn't let the bowlers settle.
You look at all over the Bujagali Rafters Park and you see that the bowling is at her mercy.
Only to be fair to them, most of it hasn't been hit me bowling. But I think she's played some glorious shots. That's her sixth of the tournament. The body language there from the body language of the Bujagali Rafters also not helping matters. They look like they've resigned to their fate and are just looking forward to tomorrow's double header to try and make amends. There's still too much time left in the game. Not a lot of runs, but at least if you picked up a couple of wickets, a collapse could happen and put you in a good place.
Good shot from Alako, hit rate in the covers. Not powerfully hit, she just went for the timing. It shows that she also notices that you can't be just overheating every delivery. Sometimes you've got to mix it up, touch and go. Fully pitched up ones then can be hit over the top. Kevin Amuge. That is the end of another over. We're done and dusted with 7. Dennis, 1 over after the power play. It is 49 for no loss. They're moving at 7 per over, and the required rate is just 4.
The opportunities for you to win a lot of things. A very good friend and partner, John Mukokwe. I finally get the name right, from all the way from Botswana. Loving the commentary and the action. Also a very, very keen follower of African cricket. John, very good to hear from you, and I hope you're enjoying the cricket. Maybe next time we'll have some of the girls from Botswana come and be part of this particular event. I think it's very good, and it's a good learning step in all in the careers of all these players. Later on, when you meet in international tournaments, you know, you have a laugh and have a chat because you've met before on a cricket field in a tournament like this one. The women's edition started yesterday, and the action will run all the way up till Sunday. The final will be on Sunday afternoon, where we shall crown the champions of the women's version of the Waterfalls T20 League. And then next week, the men will be in action. What a very good stop there. Next week, the men will be in action. Again, 3 teams with similar names, but there will be some big names coming through for that men's league. There will be players from Botswana, Malawi, Rwanda, Nepal. Chance for a catch out in the deep. Again, Evelyn Anipo not very quick off the rope. The ball landing right in front of her. Sandra Achao gives away an extra run. I think Bujagali, that tells the whole story of their game.
The 50 is up. 50-run partnership between the two. Diane Marie Bimenyimana happy to play second fiddle, 16 from 19. Alako 32 from 26. She goes even big this time round. Who do some watching? That is a skyscraper. It's not a plane or a bird. It's a cricket ball. 6 runs for Alako, who is going after the bowling of her close friend Immaculate Nakisui. It's a wide one. Kisui trying to buy the wicket of Alako. Alako gives her a horizontal bat. And that goes traveling all the way for 6. More flight. She hits this one even bigger. Out of the park for 6. 2 sixes in the over of Nachisui's bowling.
Hit me ball from Immaculate Nakisui. Proskovia Alako does the rest, creaming that over the head of Naomi Kayondo. Proskovia Alako must be having a movie she needs to go and catch up with. She's making sure we're out of here in record time. 44 of 28 balls for her. Make that 45 now. Looks like another 100K for her is loading. She's going to have a very good time in these 4 days in Kampala. I hope she has enough luggage space for the player of match awards.
Cheeky and class from Diane Maribi Benyimana. Just a little paddle shot. She's wishing she had put some more power behind that one. But it's the end of over number 8. Score is 65 without loss from needing 4 runs every over. Just over 2 is needed.
Look at those mighty 6s there from. A lot of people appreciating the good work. The quality of the stream has been first class. It's brought to you by the Podgar Group. And of course, the image is also very clear because Rocky Telecom is the data partner. Live, Work and Rock. The Podgar Group are the producers of this particular tournament. Eunice Kobsinje comes into the attack for the Bujagali Rafters from the shell end.
Kobsinje didn't play yesterday. She gets a chance. Kobsinje to Diane. Touch and go for Diane. They run through quickly. She gets a little roar from the dugout of the few fans watching this one. Favorite of many of the other players, Eunice Kobsinje. Never angry, always smiling. Chance for a catch. She catches nothing but air. Fielder to blame, not Kobsinje, as another 4 is given to that girl Alako.
Yeah,
Alako 50 is up. Not yet, not yet. 50 up from 31.
Veronica Boga, the guilty party there. Ball going through her legs to give Alako that boundary that brings up her 50. Back-to-back 50s for her in the tournament.
50 of 32. Touch and go there. Alako will celebrate her 50 a little late because the scoreboard was 1 run behind. But those are back-to-back 50s for Alako officially, and the fans will acknowledge an immense player of great talent who was caught in the wilderness for some time last year. And she's catching up on lost time, Dennis.
Yeah, very true, Innocent. I think she came back hungrier. Can guarantee you that Alako will walk away with that 100K today. Her second 50 back-to-back for her. 100K has been given to each player of the match in the ladies version by a big love of the game, Suleiman, the former player of the Cricket Cranes, who's made sure that there's a cash reward for each of the players, especially those that stand out and get that player of the match award. Alako picked 100K yesterday.
Do you think that what they should go to a bowler from this Kayakers side? Isn't there a bowler that impressed you that should take the award if you are the match referee today?
I mean, I think a 50 is a milestone, especially in T20s.
Very well said.
The bowling was a team effort.
Another bowler is given a chance. From one spin to another spinner. Jean-Marie Benyimana hit straight to Imagine Nakisui. Just 9 overs gone, Dennis. Score is 74. Alako hits very hard, hits very big. Doesn't races away to the boundary. Runs continue to flow.
$74 for those for no losses is going to be some chase. 78 for no loss is going to be some chase. Only 20 more runs required. Catch taken, partnership put down actually.
Alako continues to ride her luck in the tournament.
Nothing is going Bujagali's way today or even yesterday afternoon.
You don't want to be seen crossing the Bujagali right about now. The gods must be very angry.
The gods are really crazy already.
Some flight hit very straight to Imagine Nakisui, who spills it and parries it to the boundary. Double header day for the Kayakers, and they're in cruise control here at Lugogo. You can't stop them. You've got to love the pair of Alako and Menyimana, who are scripting some sort of history in this tournament. Biggest opening stand. Flight, sweetly timed, just straight to the side screen. Now Mekayondo will just pick that across the boundary ropes. Just now, 1 run needed every over for victory. The presentation party getting ready.
Innocent, I think it's now looking very easy for the Itanda Kayakers, especially Proskovia Alako. 63 off a blade from 37 balls. It's more or less a procession. Look at that there from Anayo in the slot, and Alako hits it straight overhead, nearly into Ginger Road. This kind of power in the women's game is very rare to see, and when you see Alako doing all of these things, must be very, very impressed.
Alako at one time, Dennis, was on 25 runs from 22 balls. Then she accelerated all of a sudden and off she went. Now she has 66 from 38. From a score of 89, Dennis, she's scoring more than 3/4 of the runs they have. Kovsinje Yunis is given a chance.
I will tell you, Arjuna Robert and Connie, I think, are already in business because Itanda Kayakers is racing to the win. If you come around Lugogo, you will pick your tickets from us.
Good shot from that young girl, Alako. She's dealing in sixes. 95 now is the total.
Floater from Eunice Kwabusinje. All Immaculate Natsui can do is go and pick the ball up.
2 runs to level the scores and 3 for victory. 1 shot away for Alako. She's on 72 from 39. Big swing and big miss. Kovsinje doing the right thing. Don't bowl a little too close to a person whose blade has already caught fire. You'll get burnt in the furnace.
And Itanda Kayakers now making it a habit of being the team that is doing down the chasing. Something that is not very easy to do as a skill. Diana has had the time of her life. Had the simplest of jobs to do. And that will be the match for the Itanda Kayakers. They will pick up the win. 76 runs not out from Proskovia Alako. Helps them pick up the win. Supporting Kasa from Diane Bijenimana, who finishes on 19 of 23 balls. Very, very easy win here for the Itanda Kayakers. It's like Bujagali just never showed up.
Itanda Kayakers costing to a massive 10-wicket victory. Dennis, 10-wicket victory got in just 10.3 overs. 99 without loss. They win with not just 10 overs to spare, but with 63 balls to spare. A big, massive 10-wicket victory for the Itanda Kayakers, who are having a double-header day and play again later in the day. As the presentation party gets ready for this one, do please enjoy the package of highlights from this match.
99 was the final score. Itanda won by 10 wickets. Still more action to come. We still have another afternoon game. So let's just hang around. The drinks around. In case you need to catch yourself for a drink. Beer, soda, water is available. You need some internet. Rock Telecom got your back. You can just get yourself some data and surf a whole day. As low as 1,000 shillings. Just get around the pavilion. Just ask for the road. The Rock Telecom, you will be serviced. We shall also be having a man of match presentation in a bit. So, captains, we shall have, get ready. Anytime soon, we shall be going for a man of match award. Good win there from Itanda. At luck. To the Bujagali. Rafters. Well done, our senior umpires, Mayeko and Sharon Akola.
Check, 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 check. Kwagule. Welcome to the post-match presentation for match number 3 between the Itanda Kayakers and Bujagali Rafters. Itanda winning the game very, very easily by 10 wickets. We'll speak first with the losing captain, Konsi Yaweko. Difficult day for you, Konsi. What do you make of it today?
It's not a difficult day because my girls did their best. That's what you gave us, and that's what we have decided to use, and we batted very well. We fielded very well compared to the strength of both sides, so I really appreciate my girls for the good work, so there's nothing like difficult in it.
Where do you think your team needs to make some improvements going forward? You have a double-header day tomorrow, so where do you think you need to make some improvements?
Obviously, it's batting, but we are building on our game. Yesterday it was 80, today 90, so we are keeping on building up the ladder.
All right, good luck to you guys tomorrow. We'll speak to the winning captain, Esther Iluko for Itanda Kayakers. Esther, come this side. Come this side, come this side, come this side. Esther, well done. You're setting the pace as Itanda, back-to-back wins for you, and you're doing it in some style. What is the magic from Itanda Kayakers?
The magic behind it is just following our strategy. Like every batsman has to play 20 balls before you come out, that's all.
Okay, you bowled very well in the morning to restrict Bujagali to a small total. What was the inspiration and what was the plan for you as a group?
As a group, we wanted to use our pace bowlers more than the spinners because they were overgoing our spinners. So that's why we used the pace bowlers to restrict the runs. Actually, I wanted them to score 50. So that would be an easy chase for us.
Clear, you're disappointed that they got 90. Your target was 50. You have another game in the afternoon. What is the plan for the CP Trekkers?
Same style that we have used now, we can use it in the afternoon.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Esther Ilukol, and well done to you guys and the Itanda. To present our Player of the Match award, we'll call upon the Chief Operating Officer for Bat Ball, Mr. Martin Ondeko. The Player of the Match is none other than Proskovia Alako, who scored 70 of 40 balls. Proskovia, well played. First of all, do you need... Okay, we know your money is safe, but you've been very brave, batted well in 2 games. You're the leading run scorer so far. What have you made of your form in the last 2 games?
In the last 2 games, I was a bit consistent. Yeah, we went to the strategy. Always go with the strategy of playing not out. That's what my coach tells me. Play there, not out, and that's what we did.
All right, you have a lot of power, striking some very, very big sixes. What do you do to make sure that I was speaking to Innocent in the commentary that you've hit more sixes than me in all my cricketing career. What are you using so that the rest of us can borrow a leave?
I really don't use anything. I just train hard, do some push-ups, some small gym, and that's it. That's where I get my energy from.
All right, well done, Proskovia. Thank you for entertaining us. Go and enjoy your award. In the afternoon, the Itanda Kayakers on their double-header day will be taking on the CP Trekkers. And stay tuned for that game that will be coming up in the afternoon. And well done to Itanda for picking up that 10-wicket win. That will be the end of our post-match presentation.